Hey guys, this is Richard from AndroidCentral.com, and this is the Moto G. So the Moto G is Motorola's affordable wonder. It's a very, very well-priced smartphone, very stylish to look at, reminiscent somewhat of the Moto X. It's gentle curved back. It's really, really nicely designed, especially for something that costs just £135. Taking a hardware tour, we have a front-facing camera, 720p display at 4.5 inches on the front, standard micro USB slot down the bottom, volume rocker and power button here on the right hand side. It's not a particularly chunky phone either, it is quite slim. Flipping around the back, the one rear speaker and the 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. Now the yellow one we've got here, this back has quite a soft touch finish to it. It does get grubby quite quickly, but it does look quite striking and it does come off. We'll go into that a little bit later on. Sadly, underneath there is no removable battery. What we're staring at is a big old Motorola sticker and standard micro SIM card slot, and that's it. So on the front here we've got this 1280 by 720 resolution display at 4.5 inches. It's a very nice 329 ppi, and we've got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor underneath with a gigabyte of RAM, and that propels a bare stock-ish looking Android 4.3 experience very, very well. Again, we'll keep mentioning the price over and over again. This 8GB version we've got here costs £135. It comes with Android 4.3, and arguably it runs it as well as the current Nexus 4. It's a very, very well put together phone. Performs very, very nicely, and you know there is very little in the way of bloat. Motorola's added some applications, but they've kind of worked hard on keeping the experience very much as Google intended it and tailoring it to the hardware. So we mentioned some of those Motorola apps. What we have here is Moto Assist. Unlike the Moto X version, there is no driving mode here, but we do have one for meeting and we have one for sleeping. You enter your various parameters and the phone will behave in a certain way based on that. We also have Motorola Migrate, which is to help people moving from a new phone, moving to this phone from an old phone, transferring their particulars across. There's also an FM radio, but you need headphones plugged in for that, though you don't get any in the box. You don't actually get a power adapter either, so you'll have to supply those yourselves. And then we also have the Motorola camera app. So this is different to Google's kind of Nexus-y style camera app. It's Motorola's own interpretation. It's actually really nice to use. So we swipe in here from the left and we've got some different controls to choose from. So we've got HDR, we've got flash, we've got a focus and exposure bracket, which when enabled will add a green circle to the screen that you can, did it wrong, but you can drag this around and you can set the focus point and exposure point on the screen before taking the image. So hopefully trying to help you get a better picture. We've also got a slow motion video mode, which is interesting. I haven't tried that one out yet. And there's also a panorama mode. But all of these are available just from swiping in from the left-hand side of the screen, swipe away to get rid of it. 2 buttons for video, one for front-facing camera. Hello there. And then a swipe in from the right takes you straight into your gallery. And they've talked about wanting the technology to get out of the way and for people just to be able to pick up the phone and take pictures. One thing in particular we're really happy to see on the Moto G is the trusted Bluetooth device support. So providing you have something like a pattern lock or a pin lock, something that isn't just the bog standard slide or no security at all. You can pair a Bluetooth device to your Moto G, so like a smartwatch, Bluetooth headphones perhaps, and when that device is connected to your phone, your lock screen is disabled. All you need to do to get into your phone is hit the power button and off you go. So we mentioned before about the removable back. Motorola is big on personalization, and they're making a wide-ranging color scheme available. So there's a black one that we have here, white, red, all sorts of different colors, and also this flip shell, which comes in the same colors as the backs of the phones. Clips on the back and protects the front of the phone as well. So that was the Moto G. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.